It's a very good morning, or maybe it's afternoon where you are, or maybe it's evening when you're watching this. However you want to look at it, welcome to the video. Today, guys, I have a serious one that I think we need to really, pay attention to, because it is affecting people in a quiet way. It is affecting people in private spaces. And I feel like it's very necessary that we should really talk about it. And so let's dive into the video. My brothers and sisters, have you ever seen a person smile in a photo? And then you take a little longer, then you notice that that smile didn't reach their eyes. That is the face of many Africans living in the diaspora today. Beautiful from afar, but then broken up close. They left chasing the light, but somewhere between the airports, the weather in the diaspora, the long shifts, many found themselves being swallowed by some kind of darkness. And that no one never really told them about. It's not poverty, it's not hunger, it's silence. The silence that hums inside the walls of a foreign apartment. The silence that follow you in a train station, in a train, follows you from the train station to your bed. The silence that turns your own heartbeat into your only friend. And yet, when you speak of the diaspora, when we speak of the diaspora from this end, we speak of success, of progress, of opportunities. We post pictures of graduation gowns, of snowflakes, of city skylines and cityscapes, monuments. We count remittances that we're sending home. Over US 100 billion sent to Africa every year. But then we don't count the tears that brought those dollars to Africa. We don't record the toll mentally, the quiet panic attacks, the therapy sessions that we whisper behind closed doors of our relatives there in the diaspora. You see, migration statistics tell us how many people left, but they never really tell us how many of those people have lost themselves along the way. And that is why we must talk about this, not to shame, not to accuse, but to actually understand, to remember that even the strongest amongst us can actually crumble with the weight of expectations from those that are from back home. So if you're watching me from Johannesburg today, or maybe from London, even Cape Town, the US, let's have a human conversation. Let's strip away the pride for today. Let's strip away the pretense. Let's strip away the labels of local or diaspora. But let's talk about us as Africans. The people who laugh loudly, yet sometimes we cry quietly. The people who build bridges between continents, between borders, but forget to build one back to their own hearts. So stay with me in this video, because before this story ends, you will understand why mental health in the diaspora is not just a foreign issue. It's an African issue. It's a family issue. It's a human issue. And maybe, just maybe, it's time we start listening to the silence before it becomes a scream. You see, my friend, when people leave home for the diaspora, the village back here celebrates. There is jubilation, there's laughter, there's pride. Our child has gone to the land of milk and honey, we say. But photos are taken at the airport. Promises are made at the airport. I'll send you money, Mama. I'll send you money, Papa. I will build you a house when I eventually land in the UK. And you know what? For the first few months, there's milk, there's honey, there's hope even. But then the winters come. Not just the winter of weather, by the way, but the winter of the soul. The first snowflake doesn't just fall from the sky. It falls on your spirit. You wake up in a strange bed in a room that smells of new paint and loneliness. You stare at your phone, waiting for a message from home. Thing comes. You scroll through pictures of weddings you've missed, funerals you couldn't attend, birthdays you forgot, and slowly, the distance between you and home stops being measured by kilometers. It becomes emotional, measured in heartbeats that you have missed, the conversations that you never had. Here's why that silence hurts so much, you guys. Because in Africa, healing happens through people, through laughter. When we gather around the fires, telling African stories, through neighbors shouting your name over the fence, through mothers that can read your sadness on your face before you even speak it. But in the diaspora, the silence is the only real neighbor. It greets you every morning. And when you greet it back, it sits on your table. It eats your dinner. It sleeps beside you. You may be surrounded by people at work, yet completely feel alone. And if you go to work, you smile politely, nobody really truly sees you. They see your productivity and not your pain. They see your efficiency and not your exhaustion. And that's how depression creeps in, quietly, politely. Like a guest who refuses to leave. Now, here's how the story turns even heavier. Back home, you are a success story here. The one who has made it. The one who has pounds. The one who has rands. The one who has US dollars. The one who has euros. Relatives call you Mbinga. Or Mkoma from abroad. But they never call to just say, how are you? Each phone call that you receive from home is like an invoice of emotion. School fees, funeral contributions. It's hard, guys. It's hard, guys. And always that unspoken guilt trip that says all the time, if you don't send, you have forgotten where you come from. My friend, I've seen people in the diaspora live double lives. By day, they smile at work. By night, they are crying in the train, in their rooms, in their cars. They look strong online, but then they crumble offline. They post pictures in designer jackets, but inside, they're shivering. Not from cold, but from the weight of expectations that feel like chains made of love. I'll explain. When you live abroad, the cost of living is high, but the cost of pretending is even higher. You work 2, sometimes even 3 jobs, not to chase the dream, but to keep other people's dreams back in Africa alive. But still someone back home still says, but Sha, you are earning in euros there, man. You must be rich. Rich? How can you be rich when you are emotionally bankrupt? How can you be rich when your soul hasn't rested in years? How can you be rich when your only friend is exhaustion. You see, guys, depression in the diaspora wears perfume. It smiles in photos, speaks fluent English, perfect accents, and says, I am fine. But when inside, it's dying. It walks down spotless streets, but feels dirty with guilt inside. It pays bills on time, but can't pay attention to its own heart. This is where the tears now begin for many Africans abroad. Because nobody back home believes your pain. They think your sadness is luxury. They think your stress is important. But loneliness has no nationality, my friend. It's universal. It's a universal act. A homesickness that no remittances can cure. And so, here's where hope must enter this conversation that we're having. Because even in the cold apartments where you are, there's a light that flickers called connection. Mental health in the diaspora is not just about therapy. It's about humanity. It's about reminding people that they still belong somewhere, that they are still loved, still needed, even when they can't send money back home. And here's how everything else can begin, especially healing. First of all, you start by talking. Yes, the strongest act of bravery today is actually to say, I am not okay. And if you're in the diaspora watching me right now, put it in the comment section right now. Don't hide strength. Strength has broken stronger men. Don't drown in silence. Silence has buried too many women, too many men, too many children even. Find a friend, find a counselor, find a faith leader if it helps you. Let your pain breathe before it suffocates you. Secondly, this is directed to those of us back here in back home. Let's call our relatives in the diaspora. Ask them, how are you? I miss you. Say to them, I am proud of you. Say, we are praying for you. Because sometimes that one message or that one phone call will save a life. And then thirdly, as Africans, we must change the conversation about success. Success is not about migration. It's about meaning. It's not about how far you go, but how whole you remain. If your mind breaks whilst chasing the dream, then the dream is that our forefathers survived exile prisons, walls, but they are healed through communities. Let us rebuild that spirit again. Let us create a digital village where we check on each other, uplift each other, remind each other that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel human again. And let me tell you something. My father used to tell me, even a bird that flies very far away, it will still know how to get back to its nest. And so if you are abroad right now and you feel like you are lost and you feel like you even lost yourself, just remember that home is not a place that is far away. Your home is always in your heart. It's a child that once lives in you. Go back into that child and speak gently to them and tell them, you've done enough. Tell them it's okay to rest. Tell them you are loved, even from afar. Because one day you will look back and realize that the true wealth of a person is actually peace of mind. And peace of mind, my friend, is not found in foreign currency. It's found in genuine, true connection. Today, when you finish watching this video, don't just scroll to the next thing. Call someone, especially people here in Africa. Call your relatives abroad. Just say, how are you? Really, how are you? Tell them I love you. Because those words can be medicine in this cold, cruel world. It might be the fire that might help warm someone in the diaspora. So to every African in the diaspora, to every nurse working night shift, to every student studying quietly, a mother cleaning home to make money, to every father, hiding their tears so that their children can smile. I'm seeing you, I hear you, and I want you to know that your mental health matters, your story matters. Your silence has been heard. Until we meet again, guys, in the next video, I just want you to remember that even the strongest tree will break if its roots are not watered. Bye-bye.